Bam. You guys will have to excuse my face. It is currently 4 degrees, and when it's winter and I don't see the sun because I work second shift, I get a rosacea breakout. I have to wear sunscreen when it's 4 degrees out. So, because the sun's out, but it's so freaking cold, it burns my skin. So, happy Tuesday. So far, America is still standing in the reign of Trump. So, got my Buffy deck out. So, I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a reading. Um, if you're new here and you're just joining, just comment in the live chat that what kind of reading you want. I can do general readings, love readings, money readings, health readings, and spirituality. Ooh, boy. One, two. Okay. I got stakes, which is wands in the Buffy deck. All right. One, two. I got 5 of stakes. Okay. So the Buffy book says the 5 of stakes finds you feeling like you've stumbled into a pack of teenager turned hyenas, snarling, growling, infighting, and it's even worse than dodgeball. Your job is to avoid getting pulled into the fray. How can you stop and listen to what everyone is saying? How can you learn from different opinions? This card encourages you to seek in conflict, to uplift underrepresented voices and rise above the pack. Ooh, that's really a dangerous card for a bisexual female in America to have. Okay. So I'm going to go over to the big book. I don't know if I've showed you guys this guy. So I've been looking in that as well as what the Buffy deck booklet has to say with it. So 5 of stakes, that's wands. 5 of wands. And it's not reversed, so I really want to see the deeper meaning of this one. Because what the Buffy book said was pretty weird. Okay, so this card, conflict, fighting, arguments, disagreement, opposition, battles, aggression, temper, clashing personalities, strikes, chaos, unrulies, being defensive, territorial, assertive, pent up, aggression, lack of control, cooperation, frustration, irritation. So, in a general context. Now, when I was shuffling for this, I was thinking about the state of America, and so that kind of makes sense. In a general context, the 5 of Wands represents rows, arguments, conflict, fighting, and disagreements. It signifies struggle, opposition, battles, aggression, and temper. This card can represent clashing personalities or big egos, pent up energy, aggression, irritation, and frustration. You can expect a lack of cooperation, a lack of control, some pettiness, strikes, chaos, or unruliness when it appears in the reading. You can also represent being rough, defensive, territorial, and can simply signify competition in sports. I'm not a sport player, um, so I don't think it's about that. Uh, yeah. Okay. It also represents high blood pressure. So I'm gonna keep doing this podcasting, this content creating, um, giving out free readings to people that want them until the Fuhrer makes us stop. So, and if you are a Trump supporter and you have found this channel and you don't like what I have to say, leave. Just go. Okay, I don't need to hear. That goes for family too. Um, yeah. I'm not taking anybody's crap about this no more. So I'm gonna keep saying what I gotta say, and I'm gonna keep creating the content I'm gonna create until he says I can't no more. So, and just for shits and giggles, since nobody wants to comment today, I've had like 3 viewers and they left when I was reading that card. So that just says enough. I'm gonna give myself some pendulum readings as well. I've been really loving this guy. Can you see him? Can you see him? He's got little gold flecks in him. Yeah, he's really something else. All right. Am I living rent free in Sydney's head? Yeah, I figured. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. If you're just joining me, pop in the live chat and tell me what kind of reading you want. I'm giving myself some pendulum readings while I'm waiting for people. Ooh. Well, I don't have to be a psychic to know that. Hmm. Wow, Terror Tuesday might be really, really short this week. Because usually I already have like a few people in, and nobody's in here. Alrighty. Dink, what you doing, Dink? Yeah. Did you guys see my cup? The future is in your hands. It really is. No, that's a scary thought. All right. Guess I'll pull myself another card because there is nobody in here today. What? Oh, what? Hi. Hi. You want to say hi? Say hi. Say, I'm a cute little boy. Oh, he's so sweet. He does not like the 1 degree weather. He was born in April, so he's not used to this. So, oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of Swords reversed. Okay, so this one's reversed. Let me show you. Get into focus. Yeah. No magician can create an illusion quite as powerful as a human brain tricking itself. You've been ignoring facts and dismissing evidence, and the weight of the self delusion is pulling you down. Get this energy out of your life by confronting what you've been avoiding. Face it and forget it. Ooh, shit. Hmm. Let me see what the big book has to say about that. Yeah. If nobody comes in 10 minutes, I'm shutting this down. 10 of Swords. Oh, I got a like. Sad that they didn't comment that they wanted a reading. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Guess what this one says, okay? The Buffy book gave you a little bit of insight, but let me show you. All right, so the keywords for this card is backstabbing, betrayal, enemies, bitching, bad-mouthing, bitterness, doormat, failure, ruin, exhaustion, inability to cope, curses, rock bottom, hitting a wall, dead end, severing ties, goodbyes, nail in the coffin, exaggeration, overly dramatic, attention seeker, playing victim, and violence. So, in a general context, it's not a really good card to get. Um, I mean, the backstabbing and everything is part of the past. So, it says that things are getting better, getting over the worst, surviving, being safe from disaster, and escaping ruin. It is a minor arcana reverse card of pulling yourself together and learning from past hardships. It can signify something coming back from the brink of death or failure. It can also mean near death experiences, out of body experiences. Alternately, it can signify fears coming true, the worst being yet to come, and being beyond help. It can also represent total ruin, despair, relapse, and problems coming back. So, yeah, I don't like that. Hey, Shell, is that my mom? I'm going to read the spirituality part of this. This reversed indicates that you've come through past hardships and learned lessons from them, and you will bring forward on your journey through life. Yes, I'll pull a card for you. You may have gained a lot from wisdom and empathy for others from these experiences. On the other hand, it can indicate that you are refusing to accept the lessons, which is leaving you stuck in a negative spiral. Try to sense what your spirit guides are telling you, and they are around you, lovingly guiding you through this. Well, I knew that. I knew that. All right, let me pull a card for Shell. You got the Three of Swords. Okay. So the Buffy book, and it's reversed. So the Buffy book says, when reversed, you may be experiencing guilt for getting on with your life. Maybe you're ready to start dating again after a breakup. Perhaps mourning period has come to an end. Like you've been mourning somebody and it's coming to an end and you feel guilty about it. Um, or maybe you're feeling better about some things. There's no shame in healing, so welcome whatever's next for you, even if it makes you feel weird at first. So that's what the Buffy book says. Let's see what the bigger book has to say. And it's reversed. So I'm gonna go down here. Okay, your keywords for this card is releasing pain and overcoming depression, forgiveness, overcoming grief, sorrow, sadness, reconciliation, compromise, sharing problems, getting over the worst, inability to let go of pain and suppressing memories, refusing to let go of emotions. The Three of Swords reversed represents overcoming unhappiness, heartache, sorrow, and sadness. When reversed, this card of optimism, overcoming grief or depression and releasing pain. When it appears in a reading, it generally indicates that you are recovering from a heartbreak of some sort. It doesn't mean like a man heartbreak, it could be like a friendship heartbreak or, you know, a relative or something. And getting over the worst part of a bad situation or event. You may be reaching out to friends or family and sharing your problems or reconciling with someone from who you were hurt by in the past. You may have reached out a compromise or be at a point where you are able to forgive and let go of past traumas. Alternatively, the Three of Swords reversed has a flip side. It can be an indication that you are repressing some grief, sorrow, or traumatic memories, and you are refusing to let go of negative emotions and are holding on to your pain. Look to a supporting card. Okay. That resonates? Okay. Let me pull, it says to pull another card. Oh, okay. Whoa, it's going too fast. So it's the 10 of Wands. So Shell, this one goes with, because it says look for the other card to Wands. Let me see if there's anything that resonates with holding on to sorrow. And it was upright. Okay, so you're overburdened, you're stressed, your problems weigh on your shoulders, you have obligations and duties, you're saddled down, restricted, burnt out, you're taken for granted, maybe taking on too much. There's going to be delays, struggles, resistance. You feel lost on your way, you've lost focus, lack of fun, but keep going. There's an end in sight. That's what it's saying. So the Buffy book says Buffy may have been chosen to stand alone against the vampires, demons, and the forces of darkness, but the prophecy never said she had to like it. The 10 of Stakes, which is wands, finds you feeling like you're doing the most and asks you to pause, reflect on how much you've taken on, and remind yourself that it's all temporary. Everything you're doing is aligned with your greater goals. So you're so close to reaching them. So, Shell, um, don't hold anything in, let it out, release it, and keep going. You can't stop. You got to keep going. You can't give up because you're still here for a reason. I love you. Thank you for being here. Okay, Astrid. It's going good. It's really cold, but we're surviving. All right, does Aaron currently like her romantically? Hmm. See if you see that. All right. Four of Stakes reversed. So, wands. I gotta remember because the Buffy book has different meanings for the suits. Okay. So even reverse, this car still celebrates happy, fun times, just a bit more quietly. Perhaps you have reached a significant milestone, and you're taking time to reward yourself privately for whatever reason you weren't quite ready to share your progress. And but that's okay. By the time you've completed your journey, you'll be shouting from the rooftops. That's what the Buffy book has to say. Let me see what the big book has to say. Okay, so key words, canceled reunion, leaving home, canceled celebrations, surprises, parties, weddings, events to be jilted, feeling unwelcome, not fitting in, community divided, lack of community spirit, lack of support, insecurity, uprooting. So, in a love reading, if you are in a relationship with Aaron, this card is not a great omen, as it can represent an unhappy family life, failure, instability, insecurity, neglect, and being uprooted from your relationships. So you may be going through a tough or unpredictable time when this card appears. It's reversed, so it's also a minor arcana, signified canceling or postponing celebrations. Families being divided, so it can indicate that you and your partner may not be seeing eye to eye, or you may have been having some issues getting your family to accept the relationship. So it's an indicator for being jilted at the altar or a postponed wedding. So if you're hoping to tie the knot with this guy, it's not a very welcome card to see. Um, so I mean, I think if you're asking the card a yes or no, does he like you romantically? I think he does, but there's going to be a lot of issues along the way with that relationship if you continue to go through it. Um, it's just not a good omen for relationships, just in general. So let me ask the pendulum if Aaron likes you romantically. Does Aaron like Astrid romantically? Okay, so it's swung unknown. So even the pendulum in the universe right now is kind of up in the air with if he likes you romantically or if he's just looking for a warm bed. Ask him. Don't be afraid to ask. Drink my coffee before it gets cold. Oh. Mm. If you haven't already, please check out the interviews that I have done. They're conveniently located in a playlist on my channel called Interviews with Spooky People. There's great conversations and a lot of nerding out about graveyards. So make sure you check out my interviews that I have done in the past. There's going to be an upcoming interview, it's probably February, March, somewhere in there, with a lady that's from Ohio who is a Wiccan practitioner that has some spooky stories and a really good theory about Bigfoot. So stay tuned for that. Okay. About someone. Okay, so just to be clear, are you wanting a love reading, a general reading? Like, what kind of reading are you wanting? And do you pronounce that Diksha? Diksha Dubé? Doobie? Yeah, just let me know what type of reading you want. I can do love, general, health, spirituality, energies of that person. Love. Okay. Lots of swords today. All right. We'll see what the Buffy book has to say. Oh, Nine of Swords, not reversed. Because you fear it, the world is crumbling, and you may find that your nightmares are made flesh. Anxiety is weighing heavily on you, on your cerebral cortex, but the Nine of Swords offers a reminder. You are not alone. During times of duress, a buff intellect can be a bully, convincing you that everything is wrong, but it's just not true. Spend some time with your BFFs and have them dismantle your fears in a comforting light of day. Okay, so let's see what the bigger book has to say. Mm. Okay, so you have fear, anxiety, and you're feeling negative or unhappy. You're stressed, you're overwhelmed, you're at a breaking point. You have an inability to cope or face life some days, mental anguish, guilt, regret, and remorse. You're focusing too much on past, you're subject to gossip, isolation, making mountains out of molehills, despair, nightmares, insomnia, hormonal migraines. So, in a love reading, if you are in a relationship, the Nine of Swords indicates that your relationship is not a happy one at the moment. It signifies some kind of guilt or remorse and regret. So it can be a sign of keeping secrets, infidelity, deception, and is taking a toll on a relationship. Again, this card can be it's could be causing like some conflict within the relationship, maybe some kind of bullying, um, and the mental and emotional anguish that goes with that. However, it can also signify that one of you is overwhelmed with stress or burdens or suffering from an anxiety disorder, or a hormonal issue that is making the relationship a challenge at the moment. So, so if it's about a certain person, um, I don't know if you're in the relationship with that person, but they're going through something or you're going through something that neither one of you can control because it's in the human body. Um, you might feel guilt, remorse of a past relationship that you can't let go of, you or the other person. But either way, you both need to open up and sit down and discuss what's bothering you. And then you will see what the total energy is of the relationship and how you can move forward or not. So there's that. Wow, that was a loaded card. I hope things get better for you and you guys can work it out. Thank you for being here today. What I would say is if you're holding on to something from your past and that's causing friction in the current thing that's going on, let it go. Let it go and start fresh. But I don't know. I don't know about your situation. I just hope that things get better for you. And you can always come back every Tuesday and get another reading to see if it's changed or what. So, thanks for being here though. So, it's going to get a little warmer this Saturday and I'm going to get back out to the cemetery. I haven't been able to get into the cemetery because all the snow. But it's practically melted away and the paths are walkable again. So I'm going to get back out there to the cemetery this weekend. And yeah, once a month, new podcast episode on the full moon. That ain't gonna stop. I'm about to go into season 3 of my podcast, so stay tuned for that. That's gonna be fun. And my YouTube channel just celebrated its 12th year. I've been doing this YouTube thing for 12 years and didn't realize it. So, thank you all for subscribing, for watching my stuff, for sharing my stuff, for commenting on my stuff, and not giving up on me. Because there was a time in my life, let's say I had a career as a cake decorator. I let all this go. I forgot about it. I stopped doing it because I was just controlled by my manager at the store I was working at. And once I broke away from that and I found my purpose, I started doing this again, and the channel only grew since I came back to it. So 12 years in, I'm not giving up. Now, to be monetized, there are people out there that will gaslight you into helping them with their podcast for views for their podcast and tell you that you can get monetized if you pay for it. No, you can't. The only way you can get monetized on YouTube is to have the subscribers, the content, and the views. That's it. So if I can get the views up, I can get monetized because I'm already there at the subscribers and content. There is over 300 videos on this channel, and they are cooking videos, Sims Let's Play videos, videos of fireworks celebrations when my kids were little, and 100% real paranormal evidence. I don't edit anything in. I just do filters and subtitles, and I work on the audio. So that way, you can hear EVPs easily and see the ghosties that I capture. So check those out. All my things are conveniently put in playlists that are easy to find because there's over 300 videos on this channel. Baba, what are you doing? He's my little guy. Him, my little guy. What you doing, man? Bob's. Oh, he's so precious. He's just so precious. All right. Well, 30 minutes in, I've promoted my stuff as best as I can and gave you all readings that commented. So, to all three of you, thank you. And I will be here every Tuesday with the Buffy deck because it's my favorite deck right now to use. So, say thanks, Buffy deck. And then, yeah, I'm going to go back to the cemetery this weekend with the new toys I got for Christmas, and we're going to do some old school investigations without high tech stuff. So we're going to be using dowsing rods, EVP recorders. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. All right. So until next Tuesday, my friends, stay spooky.